All right, so we indicated that the ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa is in Soweto today, visiting several voting stations where registration, of course, is taking place. Let's go live there now.
Yes, I've had occasion this morning to meet a number of our people here in Soweto, in Protea Glen, and it's given them to raise a number of issues, and I've been really privileged to be with the Premier and with the leadership of the ANC Youth League, and we've been interacting with people in their homes, in the streets, in the shopping malls, and they have been raising issues that are of concern to them. Young people have been raising issues of education. They want funding for education. They've applied to NSFAS. Some of them have received positive responses. Some of them are in the missing middle, where both parents work and they earn above the limit that we've put. Now they would like to get funding, and we have said we are going to respond to that, and in fact the minister has come up with an intervention, and that will be put in place and announced. We want it to be implemented this year, but it will really gain more effectiveness next year, because the missing middle, the people or young people from families that are slightly better to do. We've been focusing on the working class and poor parents. We now need to give attention to the missing middle. We have plans. We have an intervention which is combined with a grant and a bursary. So that one we're going to be covered, and it's going to bring a lot of happiness to young people who want to advance their education. People also had occasion to raise issues of water. The pressure of water in their houses has been fluctuating, and we know of this problem, and the Rand Water has been attending to it to increase the pressure, because they've been having water supply issues. And they've also been raising issues, broader issues of unemployment, which we are alive to, and we've told them that we will continue to work on this. Generally, I found the mood very positive, very, very appreciative of what government has done. Of course, I met people who want the 350 grant to be increased. Some want to increase to 1,500, and I said, well, we don't have the money. They started nodding and saying, we understand, but they'd like an increase on that. And I'm finding that many of the young people are registering. This is their weekend of registering. Unfortunately, the president of the Youth League, traveling with me, they've been able to assist young people by their tens and tens to register. So the youth reluctance to register, I think, is being washed away. Young people are coming forward, and so it's a good weekend, and there's a lot of enthusiasm, and I get the sense that people want to vote, and they've been asking me, when are we voting? When are we voting? So I think the community and the population is really getting into the voting mood. So once we announce the election date soon, everybody will be in top gear. So I'm really delighted to have had this time.
Mr. President.
Yes, we still have a big task of voter education. We now need to focus on voter education. We're gaining a lot of traction with voter registration. We now, before the elections happen, need to take voter education to a higher level. Largely because the the ballot paper rather, is going to be a very complicated paper. It's going to be the longest and possibly the biggest, with 350 parties as well as candidates who want to be president and what have you. So voter education is going to be necessary. Even those who have voted before will need to be taken through a voter education process. So we want the IEC to focus on that, and we want political parties must educate voters in general. I want my own ANC to upgrade the voter education process.
Thank you very much. I'm going to try and direct this. I know so many of us want to say something, but I know that the president actually was itching to say something about our national soccer team and their well-wishing message. After that, we'll take SABC.
Yes, well, our Bafana has really made us proud to have reached where they are, where we didn't expect them to get there. It's a really wonderful achievement. And so we expect them tonight to please us even more and go beyond the quarterfinals. And the whole nation will be rooting for them. We will all be supporting them. I will call them just before they get on the field and give them the good wishes of the people of South Africa, and hopefully it will give them that vuma so that they are able to get onto the field knowing that all of us support them. So we are very proud of what they have achieved.
It's 1 minute to 1. Colleagues, I know all of us wanted to talk to the president, but we've got that all-important IEC briefing that we need to take care of. Ntebo, you'll be the last person.
Mr. President, Ntebo Mokobo from the SABC. President, in the last voter registration, you were here in Gauteng, and this time around again, you are here. The top 4 officials of the ANC are also in Gauteng. Why the choice of Gauteng this time?
Well, Gauteng has 25% of our population, 15 million people. So many of our voters are here in Gauteng and KZN. So we've got to focus on getting people in Gauteng to register. And in the election campaign, of course, we will also be focusing on Gauteng, not to the exclusion of other provinces. I will visit all other provinces, but Gauteng is the coveted jewel that everybody wants. So we will spend quite a lot of time here by sheer numbers of people who live here. So we've got to go where the voters are, and most of them are in Gauteng.
And after interacting with people, are you convinced that at least you're getting resonance? Your message is getting resonance?
Oh yes, no, our message is getting through. And as I said, there's a lot of enthusiasm amongst our people. Our people are feeling upbeat about the elections that are coming. They know that it's a critical moment where they have to demonstrate their choice to take the country forward, and that is what pleases me, because democracy should be about participation. As many people as possible should participate in making their own choice about where they want the country to go to. So the more the people who register and vote, the better. In fact, would like to see a much higher voter return, because when more people go to the polls, the more stable your democracy is, because many more people are voting with their feet, with their hearts and with their eyes on where the country should go. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, members of the media.
All right, those were live visuals there from Soweto, where ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa is conducting his door-to-door campaigning, and he stated there that Gauteng is indeed one of the key areas that one would want to campaign, standing at 6.3 million voters that are registered, followed then by KwaZulu-Natal. So it's most certainly a very important province to be campaigning at, and as we've seen, 4 top officials are conducting door-to-door in Gauteng.